Being a head coach in college football is one of the toughest jobs in sports. It's a role that demands not just a deep understanding of the game, but also the ability to lead, inspire, and handle immense pressure every single day. The spotlight is always on, and expectations are sky high from the moment you step onto the field. The pressure comes from all sides: administrators, boosters, fans, and players. Every group has its own expectations, and they're rarely in perfect alignment. Coaches must balance the demands of winning games with the need to build relationships and maintain trust across the entire program. Coaches are expected to win, represent the school, and mentor young athletes. They're not just strategists, they're role models, teachers, and sometimes even surrogate parents to the players who look up to them for guidance, both on and off the field. The job is relentless: endless film study, recruiting trips across the country, and managing a large staff of assistants and support personnel. There's little time for rest, as every detail matters and every decision can impact the future of the program. Every decision is scrutinized by the media and fans, and job security is always fragile. A single loss can spark criticism, while a string of defeats can put a coach's entire career in jeopardy. The scrutiny is constant, and the margin for error is razor thin. Only a select few thrive in this high-stakes environment, combining intelligence, charisma, and tireless work ethic. These coaches find ways to motivate their teams, adapt to adversity, and keep their programs moving forward, no matter the obstacles. Building a winning culture takes vision, resilience, and the ability to inspire belief. It's about more than just X's and O's. It's about creating an environment where players buy in, trust each other, and strive for greatness together. Alex Golesh is one of those rare coaches who's risen through the ranks, transforming programs with his clear offensive identity. His innovative approach and relentless drive have earned him respect across the college football landscape. From his early days as an assistant, Golesh built his reputation on hard work and a willingness to learn from every experience. He's known for connecting with players, building strong relationships, and always pushing for improvement. His journey from assistant to head coach is a blueprint for success in college football. It's a story of perseverance, adaptability, and never losing sight of the ultimate goal: building a championship-caliber program. Now, he faces his biggest challenge yet, bringing his proven formula to the SEC, where the competition is fierce and the spotlight even brighter. Every game is a test, and every season is a new opportunity to prove himself on the biggest stage. Golesh's move from South Florida to Arkansas is a major story for both schools and the entire sport. It's a transition that will be watched closely by fans, analysts, and rivals alike, as he looks to make his mark in one of college football's toughest conferences. The stakes have never been higher, and the next chapter in Alex Golesh's coaching journey is just beginning. Alex Golesh's rise in college football is anything but typical. Born in Moscow, he immigrated to Brooklyn as a child, adapting to a new culture and language. He fell in love with football in America, starting his coaching career from the ground up. Golesh worked at Toledo, Illinois, and Iowa State, quietly building a reputation as a brilliant offensive mind. His partnership with Josh Heupel at UCF and Tennessee produced high-powered offenses and national recognition. By 2022, Golesh was one of the top offensive coordinators in the country, ready for a head coaching opportunity. His unique background and relentless drive set him apart. He was prepared to build a program in his own image. That chance came from a struggling university in Florida, desperate for a turnaround. When USF hired Alex Golesh, the program was at rock bottom, just one win in the previous season. The Bulls had become a shadow of their former selves, and the energy that once filled Raymond James Stadium had all but disappeared. The echoes of past glories seemed distant, replaced by uncertainty and frustration. Years of losing had drained the team's confidence and the fan base's enthusiasm. Players struggled to find motivation, and the stands grew emptier with each passing game. The community, once proud and hopeful, was desperate for a reason to believe again. The Bulls needed more than a coach. They needed a visionary to rebuild the culture and restore pride. Someone who could inspire not just the players, but the entire USF community to dream bigger and expect more. Golesh saw opportunity where others saw a lost cause. He recognized the potential hidden beneath the disappointment, and he was determined to unlock it. He brought a clear vision, a reputation for offensive innovation, and a commitment to changing the mindset. Golesh's approach was bold. He wanted to build a team that played fast, thought fast, and never backed down from a challenge. USF invested heavily in him, signaling their belief in his leadership. The administration knew it would take more than just hope. It would take resources, patience, and a willingness to embrace change. From day one, Golesh promised relentless speed, a new culture, and a team Tampa could rally behind. He spoke with conviction, outlining a vision that was as ambitious as it was inspiring. The real work began immediately: recruiting, installing new schemes, and rebuilding belief. Golesh and his staff hit the ground running, reaching out to recruits, connecting with current players, and setting new standards for effort and accountability. The challenge was immense, but Golesh was undaunted. He knew that turning around a struggling program would require relentless effort, attention to detail, and a willingness to outwork the competition every single day. He set out to transform not just the roster, but the entire program's identity. Every practice, every meeting, every interaction was a step toward building something new, something lasting. USF was ready for a new era. Golesh was the catalyst, igniting hope and determination in a program hungry for change. Golesh's impact at USF was immediate and dramatic. From the moment he arrived in Tampa, there was a new sense of urgency and belief within the program. Players, coaches, and fans alike could feel the shift in energy, as Golesh brought a fresh vision and relentless work ethic to the Bulls. In his first season, he led the Bulls to a 7-win campaign and a dominant bowl victory, an unprecedented turnaround for a team that had struggled in recent years. The Bulls not only won games, but did so with a newfound confidence and swagger, capturing the attention of the college football world. He became the first USF coach to win a bowl game in his debut year, igniting hope across the fan base. The city of Tampa rallied behind the Bulls, and the program's future suddenly looked brighter than ever before. Recruiting improved, the culture shifted, and expectations soared. Golesh's staff worked tirelessly to bring in talented recruits, and the locker room atmosphere transformed into one of unity and determination. The Bulls were no longer content to just compete. They wanted to win. In year 2, USF reached another bowl and won again, proving the success was no fluke. The Bulls continued to build momentum, stringing together impressive performances and showing resilience in the face of adversity. By his third season, the Bulls were upsetting ranked teams, climbing into the national rankings, and finishing with a winning record. The program's transformation was undeniable, and USF was now a team that opponents feared. Raymond James Stadium buzzed with energy, and Tampa embraced its team once more. Home games became must-see events, with fans filling the stands and creating an electric atmosphere that inspired the players. Golesh delivered on every promise, restoring pride and relevance to USF football. The Bulls were no longer an afterthought. They were contenders, and the city stood behind them with renewed passion. His rapid success made him one of the hottest names in coaching. Bigger programs took notice, and the national media began to spotlight USF's remarkable rise. The transformation was complete, and Golesh's leadership was at the heart of it all. Golesh had made USF a winner again, and the Bulls' future had never looked brighter. At the heart of Golesh's success is his innovative high-speed offense. His system is built on tempo, spacing, and simplicity, overwhelming defenses and racking up points. At Tennessee, his offense led the nation in scoring and total yards, blending balance and explosiveness. Wide receiver splits stretch defenses, creating running lanes and isolating defenders. The relentless pace leaves opponents gasping, unable to substitute or adjust. Golesh's playbook has produced record-breaking numbers everywhere he's coached. At USF, he transformed a stagnant offense into one of the most dynamic in the country. Players flourished in his system, and fans loved the excitement. His offensive identity became his calling card. For programs seeking a spark, Golesh's approach is irresistible. He's proven his system works, anywhere, with the right buy-in. While Golesh was building a winner, Arkansas was unraveling. After a promising start, the Razorbacks suffered a 9-game losing streak, leading to the firing of head coach Sam Pittman. The program was in turmoil, offense stagnant, recruiting lagging, and fan frustration boiling over. Interim coach Bobby Petrino finished the season, but the need for a new direction was clear. Arkansas needed more than a new playbook. It needed a culture overhaul. The university sought a dynamic leader to re-energize the team and fan base. They wanted a proven winner with a clear identity. The search for a transformative coach began. The stakes were sky high in the SEC. The Arkansas coaching search was intense, with big names in the mix. Defensive guru Kane Womack and Memphis head coach Ryan Silverfield were top contenders. Other candidates like Pat Fitzgerald and Eric Morris brought varied strengths. The administration weighed experience, vision, and fit for the SEC. But one name kept rising to the top: Alex Golesh. Young, energetic, and proven, Golesh had just engineered a stunning turnaround at USF. His offensive system and leadership style matched Arkansas's needs perfectly. The Razorbacks found their man. Golesh was the clear choice for Arkansas, a program desperate for identity and excitement. His high-octane offense promised to electrify Razorback Stadium and energize the fan base. More than just a play caller, Golesh was a builder, proven by his USF transformation. He inspired belief, recruited relentlessly, and instilled discipline. Arkansas's leadership saw his work in Tampa and believed he could replicate it in the SEC. USF's athletic department praised his transparency and professionalism, underscoring his reputation as a leader. Arkansas chose a rising star with a modern offensive-first approach. The hire signaled a bold new era, one focused on winning and excitement. Golesh was seen as the architect who could make Arkansas a contender again. The Razorbacks were ready for a fresh start. Golesh's move to Arkansas, likely on a deal surpassing $15 million, sends shockwaves through college football. For Arkansas, it's a new era: hope, excitement, and a dynamic brand of football. The fan base is re-energized and recruiting momentum is building. For USF, it's bittersweet, proof of a healthy program, but a tough act to follow. The Bulls must find a new leader to sustain the culture Golesh built. For Golesh, it's the ultimate test: bigger resources, tougher competition, and a chance to cement his legacy. If he succeeds in the SEC, he'll join the coaching elite. As the 2025 season ends, 2 programs and 1 rising star begin new chapters. Arkansas has its hopeful savior. USF faces a future shaped by Golesh's success. And Golesh, the Moscow-born coach who conquered college football, is ready for his biggest challenge yet. The eyes of the sport are watching.